And the fallout of a controversial bill passed in Tallahassee continues. A teacher's perspective on the so-called Don't Say Gay bill tonight. Tonight, reactions continue to pour in after state legislators passed the parental rights in education, or what critics call the Don't Say Gay bill this past week. The new legislation bans educators from discussing sexual orientation or gender identity with students in kindergarten through third grade. Now a local teacher is speaking out as the bill sits on the governor's desk for a final signature.
I've had students in the past come to me and tell me that they identify a certain way, to use certain pronouns, to be referred to in a certain way. And, you know, as their educator, as their mentor, my job is to support them and make them feel welcome.
Brian Kerekes is a math teacher at Tohopekaliga High School in Kissimmee. As a member of the LGBTQ plus community, he says he and other educators are concerned the bill will be taking away students' safe space at school.
Does this give people a free avenue to continue bullying? Does it make the bullying okay? You know, and that's something that we need to be mindful of.
Students are speaking out as well. Several demonstrations being held at high schools across the state and here in Central Florida. Although the Parental Rights in Education bill bans the discussion of sexual orientation or gender identity specifically for students K through third grade, Kerekes is among those concerned this is just the beginning of an expanded bill.
Well, what's to stop someone next year from saying, well, what about 3 through 5, or, you know, all the way up to 8th grade, or at all? So I think you've got issues with it being inconsistently enforced, and I think it really sends a signal to students that if they're LGBTQ plus, and they're wrong, which is not the case.
Meantime, corporations like Disney are speaking out against the governor's support of the bill. In a statement Friday, Disney CEO apologized for his silence on the issue, saying, "We are pausing all political donations in the state of Florida pending this review." The company making a majority of its political contributions to Republican campaigns over the past year, more than $100,000 going to Governor Ron DeSantis. The governor's camp responding to Disney's opposition to the bill in a statement saying, in part, woke Disney is now echoing Democrat propaganda and falling for the corporate media's phony hysteria. Those supporting the bill say it will give parents more control over what their kids are being exposed to in school. The bill's sponsor, Republican Senator Dennis Baxley, representing Ocala, posting this tweet, thanking senators for their votes to pass the bill, saying the legislation will ensure that parental rights do not end at the classroom door. He goes on to say parents should be empowered to take responsibility for their children. Some educators saying the bill was unnecessary and that LGBTQ plus students should feel supported in school no matter what age they are.
We want them focusing on their lessons and not being worried about how they're going to be treated.
DeSantis said on Friday his stance on the bill has not changed and he is still expected to sign it. If signed, the law will go into effect July 1st. As the developments keep rolling in, we'll post every update on our website, clickorlando.com.